happy to roll for a change.
Something must be wrong.
Something's going to go wrong. It can't
Something
be
must be
disorganised.
wrong.
I was worried about you. Not online till 10 minutes before showtime. I was like, Daz is having a sleep-in or something.
I know. I was having a lovely conversation with a couple from Queensland, getting an animal, and they actually alerted me to, we watch your show. You got one tonight. What time's that? I said, 7:30 Sydney time. They're like, it's 5:02. I'm like, I better go. Like, jump in the shower, set everything up. I was like covered in crap from feeding snakes and cleaning stuff today. So
glad someone remembered that you had duties at 7:30.
Yeah, I reckon. So
just to join me to chop more eggs.
Yeah, yes. So we got a couple of looking at that, a couple of exciting clutches for you to cut tonight.
One I forgot it was a possibility of a caramel granite, so that one is very, very exciting for me.
Yep.
So there's a little caramel jag out of that one already. Right. That's one down, but 10 others there that could be a chance. We'll see.
So there's a chance at cracking your caramel granite. I assume you've got a paper towel and tissues handy.
I have a whole roll. It's much anticipated. I may even crack open a bar if this one comes. This one feels like, I swear this caramel granite feels more pressure than any other snake I've chased before, where maybe because they've just come a little bit more easier, quicker. This one has just been so long. It's just driving me nuts. But
I know what that feels like.
Not as long as you with the moon glow, but this one has been...
Or albino breadline.
Yes. Well, you weren't even in that game. You didn't even have eggs, so it's hard to get one when you don't even have eggs. But
the worst part is I made the pythons. I made the original pairing that made all the babies and watched everybody else produce from the stock that I made and thinking, why did I not do that? I should have been ahead of everyone.
You should have.
You should have. Joe, because I'm pretty sure Joe Ball and I made that same pairing the same year. But I used pure bredli with pure albino Darwin, and he used pure bredli, and I think it was a bit of a mixed blood albino.
Yep.
Which is not really
same result.
Any concern. Yeah, same
just
result. But
percentage mixes, but they were still 50% bredli, but I think his was 25% Darwin and Coastal in the other side. So yeah,
but he had obviously that really nice black bredli, which I'd seen in the flesh, luckily. But it was
beautiful animal.
Yeah, beautiful animal, and obviously, the results speak for themselves. And as we were talking about the other night with the Reds, when I was doing some cleaning yesterday, I pulled out a drawer with that red MD in it. I'm like, I have to show people this.
That's very nice. I know you sent it to me. I was like, shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. And it's just, I think it's very similar to the bredli. You'd notice it with your clutches of those, that you'll get a few of the really red, orange ones, and then obviously some more of the more typical albino yellow and white type versions. So
lots of variation. I instantly thought, did I get a jag in anything albino last year? And I don't think I did. Looking back, I think they're all just albino somethings, no jag. So I'll have to go and check back through. They're just in there somewhere, but I will have to go digging back to see if I've got anything lurking in there.
Yes, sure you have. She's in the house tonight. Mr. Deeb's taking front row seat. He was a bit slack last week.
First in the house, mate. He's been taking photos of snakes all day. He thought he'd sit down and have a rest now.
Oh God, it'll take me a year to photograph everything. Charlie, Adrian, Mitchell Holiday, excuse me, Gaze Langley, Troy Gangster, David Natras,
hey, mate.
Will Roberts, Mick Lewis, Pete Morgan, Daniel Quigg, Mr. Muzz Williams, Mr. Colvin, Dylan Parker, Brett Griffiths, Callista. There's an unusual name in the list. How are you, Callista? Mr. Sunky, Richard Hudspeth. Hey, Rich. Hope everyone's doing good tonight and obviously fairly bored to watch us. So
nothing better to do Monday night, eh? It must be a shit night on TV or something.
Yeah, it must be. Glenn Thomas has popped in. Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
So tonight, Brent, what are you going to spoil us with first? What are you going to do first? You got two really pretty decent sort of clutches here. With going to be quite some variation in them, which is very cool. So, which one are you going to delight us with pipping first?
We'll do the Albino head to Granite by the Granite Jag, because that's one I do just to get the everything's 100% head in that. It takes away all the posset stuff. Everyone so much hate for the posset, so occasionally need to do a pairing to eliminate anything posset.
And you'd probably be the king of proving out possets. I reckon you've had more success with proving out possets than anyone I know.
Well, if there's 66% posset, I'm sure I'm ahead of 66% of stuff proving out. You know, it'd be 96%. I think I don't know. I've had one or two not prove out in time, but I've been very, very fortunate. So.
Yeah, definitely. Just goes to show, you know, the odds are always in your favour, 2 to 3. So,
yep. Well, that's what I tell people: 33% chance that it's not going to prove out. You know, so it's how it rolls sometimes.
Yep. Chrisaki says, "Good luck." Clista says, "She's good. How's everyone?" Well, I'm good. Getting better. How are you going, Brent? Stressed from work.
Yeah, work's a shitstorm. Monday's never good. I don't know. It's just always a really hectic day. But anyway, we lived. So now it's the worst part of the day over. Or worst day of the week over. Now we relax into the rest of the week mode.
So downhill roll to Friday.
Yes.
In your case, Saturday.
Saturday lunchtime. That's when I knock off from the day job and start the secondary job, which was all weekend. I was pulling apart a hatchie rack to rebuild it and building a new one. And you know, the only thing worse than building a hatchie rack from scratch is pulling one apart. They are the worst thing in the world to get apart and put back together.
Yep, mate. I had to dismantle 2 Python racks from being fully assembled, completely and full of snakes. Take them in the room and fully rebuild them in the room because obviously they won't fit through a doorway.
Yeah, not cool. But you know, the Python racks I don't mind. There's more room to work with. And you can sort of fit your arm in places, and there's only 6 tubs. So it's a little bit easier than, you know, the hatchy stuff, 16 levels, and just a ton of bits and pieces and clips and backstops and dividers and
and heat cord
stuff. So yes, twin heat cords in for backup. So
we don't want to see my face. Let us rectify this. There we go. Sorry, everyone.
A little granite to kick off.
Yeah, very nice.
And that's nice and light, but there's no caramel in this clutch, so it will not be anything caramel coming from here, but a nice light granite all the same.
Yep. Mick Lewis says, "That's not a beer, Daz." Yeah, I know. Sorry, mate. I'm letting the team down. It was the weekend special, see? Friday, Saturday night cuts. I think it's allowed to have a little bit of a cold beverage. Chris only says, "Switch the camera." He must have wrote that as I kind of went, "Oh, we don't want to look at my face."
Your head on the big screen, that's scary.
It certainly is. I keep looking away. Another granite going well, but nice.
Very, very different granite to that one.
Yeah, one's very much got a broken up pattern, the one in your right hand, compared to the almost bandity stripe version in your left.
It's lots of variation. One with that one's sort of the much bolder pattern ones you get with a bit thicker patterning.
Yeah, nice to.
We didn't make a bet, Daz. We didn't make a bet. Well, no bet.
No bet. Is that like, you know?
We'll have to dream something up for the next one. Like caramel granite or not.
I should just give you a bottle because I'm bound to lose.
Well, you're all square at the moment, mate. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Marcus, mate. Yeah, sweet. I made it in time. You did, mate. There's an albino. Is that a granite? I can't pick it up any pattern.
I'm not sure. It's super, super light. Almost no pattern, which makes me think it could be albino Granite Jag.
There's nothing distinguished on the head.
Yeah, it's even very, very lacking head pattern. Show yourself. Doesn't really want to pop up and show us either.
It's almost patternless, isn't it?
It is. It's very, very much nothing going on with that. It's almost like an albino would have more of a head diker pattern. Well, hang on.
Well, that's one way of trying to work out what it is. Just flick it straight out of the egg. Blink.
Punch it out. Get it.
Playing marbles with them now, are we?
They're so slippery, the little suckers, when you get a bit of grip on.
Get the egg goop all over you. Yeah, suit your ass.
Not sure on that. I'll say albino something.
We'll just say albino, because at least that's right.
It's definitely albino. Not like the some of the ads we've seen this week that you sent me. Yeah, there's always some entertainment out there on reptile classifieds, isn't there?
It certainly is. Certainly is. It's funny what you read and see.
Ooh, hello, mate. Calm down.
I'm out. I'm free.
It's certainly ready. That is albino granite, just the straight albino granite, and very excited. He's totally absorbed.
Fine, I'm coming out. I'm leaving.
Ready to erupt. Yes. Just hang
Cool.
about a little bit longer, mate. No need to rush these things. He wants to go.
You tell him don't rush.
Yeah. He's out, mate. He's looking for a feed. This is going to be fun. We'll try and tuck him back in. There you go.
It's like, you know what's best for them, and they just go, no, until they kind of get in there, then they're like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, it's like, you want me out? I'll be out. Let's go. Yeah, right, easy. So that's looking good. Albino granite, very nice. 3 granites, maybe 4 granites, who knows? Going well on the granite side of it so far.
I reckon.
Like Murphy's Law, when you don't particularly be chasing some morph, they just pop up non-stop.
Yeah. Maybe that's what I should do. I'm just putting this pair together for wild types, and oh, look at all this other stuff.
Just a couple of wild types will do. Mate, that might be another albino granite.
And so there's very fine patterning from what I can see. It's hard to pick up.
Yep. I'm going to try and zoom this, see if I can get this camera to do what I want it to do. And stay in focus.
Yeah, there you go.
They're working.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely the body pattern. The head's, I can't really make it out too much. It's quite thick on the head just from that skin, but certainly along the body, it's definitely got that exploded, really fine, almost like a zebra look, but they're almost tiny little triangles of jagged patterning right down the sides.
Yeah, you can kind of see the pattern that mimics that more, I guess, zebra-y looking granite you just cut out before the second one.
Yep.
There's that sort of pattern on it.
I'd say that's a win.
Yeah.
We'll get back out of that.
One way or another.
Yes.
Very orangey looking head on that one compared to its torso.
It is. The other one's much lighter when you look at the two side by side. They're very, very different. And granites for the win tonight. Just to keep this this rolling on in the next clutch is when I really need them. Of course, that's when I'll be crying on the floor. See what comes. Don't want to run out of all my granite like too early.
Corey Farr reckons you've got the camera skills, bro.
Yeah, mate. We're slowly embracing this technology. God damn it, that is another one. See if I can get in on that.
There you go. Look at that.
That one's even going to sit still for a photo.
That's perfect.
I think it's just like we did that little test session of the camera playtime, Daz. I think that's the trick. Work out the length and get the zoom right.
Yep.
But albino granite, looking good. Kicking ass on the granites here. This is insane.
I reckon. This is
three to go.
King Eloise Gamble says, oh, wow, guys, looking great. She must be talking about me, Brent.
You're a beautiful man, Daz. No
Brad Griffiths goes, Team Granite. Sure is. It's all Team Brent's Granite at the moment. Troy Gangster goes, gotta love granites, especially albino granites.
Man, we are on fire tonight. Let's have a look at this one.
Oh. Albino
What do you
Granite
reckon?
Jag, is it?
Correct. You're getting good at this game, Daz.
When I can actually see the snake in the picture, helps.
Yes, that little bit of vision goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Better
That's a
than
good
is that in
one.
wild type? That's good. You can pick them from their head straight up and see if I can get his head up. There we go. Just got to get him under the right camera there. Yep. That's the beautiful Granite Jag, very exploded, very minimal head pattern. Good looking snake.
Good looking little bubba, that one.
I don't think I've ever seen such insane odds of granites in a clutch than this one so far.
Yeah, I've got a draw for that one here because I know you're running out of space. So
yeah, too many of those things, mate. I'll send one over.
I'll look after that one for you.
Yep. I've got another one from last year. You probably want that instead of one of these, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I'll take an older one then.
Yeah, I'll take the one that's got your name on it from last year, eh?
Yeah.
This egg's a bit shitty. Tough egg.
Yeah. Well, they're the ones we talk about while we pip it in the first place, mate, isn't it? You know, sometimes you'll get those eggs that have that tougher shell, like what you've got there. And, you know, it can easily snap a tooth off when you're trying to cut their way out of it. Was that egg pipped at all or not?
Not pipped, and I'm not sure this is even alive.
Quite see it's a bit blurry. Yeah, it looks like a bit of a dirty. There we go.
Yeah. This one I think is a DOA.
Yep, sure is.
Granite Jaguar. The sad part of what can happen. These are by no stretch overdue. I don't think. I'll check the days in a minute, but that can happen. That's fully formed. Just not going to fire, I don't think.
No, it hasn't even tried to come out. Still at the egg sac there.
Done nothing. Yeah. It is the way it's the head. Yeah. He's a non-runner.
Well,
got very close to the
finish line.
Finish line. One of the lines. Just couldn't get over it.
Yep.
GI will be happy in the morning. That is his breakfast.
So yes.
Waste
foods.
Waste not. The goannas love this time of year.
It's like little snacks. I mean, it's like probably walking out with a little chocolate bar. Here you go, hun.
They get very excited. There must be something that triggers them that they get much excitement out of. And another Granite Jag. That is unbelievable. That is the entire clutch of granites.
Odd to your way. Considering it's granite to heck granite, chance of some wild, isn't it? So that one not go the distance too?
It doesn't look good.
No.
Very stiff.
Yep. Rigor mortis.
Yeah, mate. She's a non-runner. Another one, two in one clutch. You don't see that often, but that certainly can happen.
Yeah, who knows? You can see it in any clutch. Doesn't matter what the snake is.
Snake. Two Granite Jags down. Double breakfast for the goanna.
He's gonna love you.
He sees me coming with him. He gets very excited. So, a couple of granites. That one is the one we're not real sure on. I think it's albino granite, but it could be just albino. So maybe not a quite. Oh, sorry, this one. This one was the one we're not.
Yeah, that was the real sure on. You can see a little bit of patterning on the side there, but it's very, very hard to.
Yeah, hard to pick, and I can't get a head up on it. So
yeah,
try and get that to focus. Yeah, faint lines of patterning going on there, but don't know. But yeah, some crackers, mate. A couple of albino granites, which are always very nice.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just editing some.
We got some spam, did we?
Unwanted chat in the list. There we go. Get rid of that.
Always some freak of nature out there trying to peddle something.
Yep. Saki goes, albino Granite Jag is awesome. Good looking. Dave Natras says day 60 question mark.
Let me have a look at what these were. Question 6. 666. There'll be 60 days on the 22nd. What's today? 21st, so 59 days.
That wouldn't make the difference between life or death, mate. Honestly, I'll hatch a bit cooler and take a bit longer. So, you know, obviously something's gone wrong during that whole process. It's not uncommon.
Yep.
So you can see it in clutches of anything.
Something in the final stages just didn't make it.
Yep.
The little Caramel Jag is the first one out of the this next clutch who's out and about this morning telling me that it's time to cut.
Yep. Donna Bennett says RIP little one. Yeah, poor little things. Oh well. Like Brent said, GI will be happy. GI the Lacey. He'll have very excited in the morning.
He'll have a good feed, waste not, want not. It's all nature, all goes around.
Troy Blizzardle says epic clutch, congrats. Brad
good result. More than happy
says,
with that.
sorry to see, guys. It's the nature of the beast, but a real shame. Yeah, mate, that's exactly right. It is.
That is.
Anyone that's been breeding pythons for a while, or anything really, you know, they'll come across this.
Yep, it happens. Like we say, we don't try to hide anything. It's stuff dies. Everyone should know it. If anyone who expects that they're going to breed stuff and get every egg turned into a snake is in for a bit of disappointment if they think that's how it happens.
I mean, it's easy to throw away the ones that don't survive and then say, "Oh, I had 100% hatch rate." Well, everything that hatched, and everything that didn't. So that's 100%.
Yeah,
you don't count the ones that don't hatch, but yeah, no, it's this is the reality of it. It's not always good. So Donna says, sorry for your loss, mate.
Yeah.
Corey Farr. Some people would kill for a granite, and yet the lizards are beating us to it. Oh, if you want a Granite Jag, Corey, Brent's got a couple there that he doesn't need. Might have to fight GI for it, but send them up. They might be a bit smelly by the time they get to you, mate.
He's not one you want to fight for an egg in the mornings either. He's like a crazy person who hasn't had their morning coffee yet. When he sees that egg, something is in his brain. Yeah. So what do we got? 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 10. We've got a Caramel Jag out. So this is the Caramel Jag double het Granite Albino to Granite Het Albino. So
all right. So what are we betting on? Let's have a bet. I want to bet.
Okay.
That there's a caramel granite in there for you.
So you'll say yes to Caramel Granite?
I'll say yes to caramel. So you can only pick one, you know. You can't go, well, I'll bet everything else. So I'm just saying, because I know that's what. So I'm going to try the reverse of you.
Yep.
I'm going to hope that you get a caramel granite. So if you don't get one, you get a bottle. If you do get one, you win. Yep. So you get the win-win either way this time.
I did that for you, so that's fair. That comes back around.
Yeah. And if you don't get one, then I lose.
Yep. Sounds good to me. Win-win.
Let's go.
Let's end this out. There's a little head poking out of this one. Let's see what we got. Looks like a granite head from what I can see. It's definitely a granite. Ooh.
Oh, caramel. I'm just going to call it, mate. I'll win. No, it doesn't look caramel, does it?
I don't think so. It's dark. Let me try and get a good shot of it. Yeah, get under the camera. It's light on the sides, but it's like those other ones. It's too dark on top, I think.
I was going to say it's got a dark head
to be right.
And do you find with the granites as they grow, the melanin develops in them, like you'll see in most carpets and other stuff?
It's weird. They get a weird gold color that explodes in them at 9 to 12 months. That seems to. There's no black coming out. It's that gold color that develops more. So.
All right.
I don't
Putting
know.
aside, you'll probably find something else in there you can compare to later.
I'd like to see more of it. Like the head on top, like that, the back of the head looks too dark to me to be caramel granite. But the sides, like we had in that other clutch, the sides are really, really light, which I like. But I don't think so. I'm going to say probably no at this stage. Oh, there's the back of him. And
we'll be able to compare with some others towards the end there. Corey Farr reckons one of those would look good in a jar, mate. I don't know whether he means in a jar pickled to eat later, or with what's that stuff they put in the
the alcohol solution stuff.
Yeah, to keep them.
Sunky knows what it is. Sunky's still in there. What's that stuff called?
Sunky's probably drinking the stuff.
Sunky's an expert in these matters. He knows exactly what it is.
Look at that.
That's a beautiful albino.
Bands.
Look at that head, bright. But a nice pattern, like very fine.
Pinstripe band sort of thing on it.
Pinstripey, bright.
It's going to be a good looking critter when it gets a bit older.
I think it's the IJ blood. They get some insane colour going on. There you go.
Formaldehyde. Troy Gangster almost got it right. He's got formaldehyde. Isn't it formaldehyde? Yeah, there we go. Chris Sankey's got it. There we go. Formaldehyde. Yeah.
I think Troy's spell checker killed him.
Happens to me. You send a text. Why did that message have that word in it? I did.
Your phone just decided it needed it.
Yeah. Scotty Ree reckons you're going to hit Caramel Granite. I agree, Scott. Got to. Daniel Quigg, do you just feed GI the whole egg, or do you take the snake out to try and see what went wrong first?
I do both. Sometimes I'll give him the entire egg with the snake in it, and he will just gobble the whole thing down. Or if I pull the snake out, he goes into war mode of, that's a snake, I need to kill it before I eat it. And he goes to town on them to make sure they're dead before he eats it. So quite often I'll just give them in the egg to avoid the absolute destruction mode he goes into, to make sure it's safe to eat.
Yep.
It's a wildie.
That's the meat trick.
Definitely darker.
You can really see the Darwin influence in those colours, can't you? Which
definitely.
AJ influence in the green.
Yep,
the other one.
I can definitely. That is wild he has, so that makes me still even more unsure. I think it's wild type on that other granite. Normal granite anyway. So,
from a distance, you have a very similar colour palette.
Yep, definitely. Just in the base colour. What else we got here that's slit? I think everything else is fully sealed up.
Chris Fletcher's in. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. No excuses. Unless you bring a late note, it's not acceptable. So,
yeah, mate. We should start booking in, mate. If you're not in at 8:30, you're out.
Yeah, that's it.
Doors
Register your seats. Bit like the theatre. Doors closed.
Doors closed. Come back for the replay.
Yep.
Hello, buddy. Fella's keen. Another wildie. Very, very browny. Chocolate.
Yeah. You morph. Chocolate.
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 Stay in there, boy. Don't get excited. Wildies. Here come the wildies. This is what worried me. Too much granite in the first clutch.
For the goodies in the other clutch. This one's
I know.
trying to screw over again.
We peaked too early.
Chris has been cleaning for a house inspection. Oh, that did suck.
Not cool.
That's his note.
That's fair enough. We'll pay that one.
Well, we'll let you go, mate. Yeah.
It's the worst job in the world.
Yeah. Chris Hunky says isopropyl alcohol. Is that what you're drinking?
Yeah, that's
Troy Gangster will be over if it is. He'll fly down to Melbourne or Adelaide, wherever you are now. Yep, that's looking nice.
That's the big daddy. That's all the genes in.
Look at that.
They're coming. This is a snake that eluded me for some time, but now they seem to become a little easier. I guess using the visuals makes it far easier.
Increasing the odds. Look at that.
So do you reckon
Granite Jaguar? You think that might be the Sunglow version or just the albino version?
I've got no idea. That's going to be the toughest thing. Like you with your peppers, and trying to hit orange things and thinking Sunglow. Not sure because of the influence. This is the same problem I think with the IJ blood that you look at. Some of those like just the albino. Like I'm sure that's just an albino, but the head on it's super crazy orange as well.
Yep.
But then you look at something like that and I think, well, man, that's got some insane orange in the head, but is it just albino or is that Sunglow? Look, I don't know. I think
kind of tempted to think it's more just albino than Sunglow, but Yeah, it's exactly right, mate. And when you look, if you didn't know any better when I posted up that pic of that Albino MD yesterday, you could easily just go Sunglow. It's like,
Yeah. Yep. Is there
no
even
one,
any
no one
caramel
would
in that
question,
mix?
yeah, no one would question or think anything different. But the simple fact that I know the parent that produced it has none of that in it at all.
Yeah, it can't be. So
You know, pure MD versus pure Darwin. There's no caramel in it whatsoever. So
yep.
it's easy to see how confusing things can be when people say, "Oh, it's this, that, or the other." It's like, unless you know.
Yep. You don't know, you don't know. And that's what I got here. This is what's caramel in this mix. So it becomes a
It's
guessing
a good
game.
looking snake, though. That's for sure. That pattern and
cracker.
contrast looks
Yes.
really nice.
That one is very, very nice. 5 weeks to go, mate. I am quietly shitting myself.
Mate, I had 20 and couldn't crack one. So
just one. This one's the wrong color.
You say wrong color, but it probably depends on what side of the fence. For you, it's the wrong color. For everyone else, it's like, ooh, that's nice.
Yes, it's a beautiful albino granite. It's not to be sneezed at, but
no,
just not the type of granite I was hoping for.
Doing well on the albino granites, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're cracking this year for some reason. It's I don't know. Like you say, you get past that head-to-head stuff, a bit of visual head to the other thing. It gets a whole lot easier. So
yeah,
granite nice all the same. Just back off with a gene. Just give me the caramel granites.
Yeah, even Brad Griffiths is asking. Look, Sunglow, lots of orange in the head. Possibility, mate.
Very possible.
The fun of it, it's wait till they hatch out and breed them, and that's what often we say. You need to really prove the stuff out to.
Like the head looks definitely, more orangey color, but you look at the body, it looks exactly the same as that other one for color. So.
And is that the Jag influence on there that's just helping with the contrast and pattern?
Yeah.
More intense.
That one. And then there was 4.
It's going to be a stunning animal. It's got really nice contrast in it. Yeah.
Yep. It will be nice, and I guess that's the only way, grow them up and breed them, obviously. But when the sun glows get a little bit older, they tend to wash out that pattern a little bit, and they blend a little bit more. So that's a sort of better indicator as they get bigger. Oh, this is dark. This is good.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Mitch Ford says, "What have I missed?" Oh, you missed a cracking first clutch, mate. It was Brent killed it with the odds. A few albino. We'll probably recap what he had in that once all this is done. So hang around. We'll have a look.
Just a Jaguar. Nice head pattern.
Nice.
Normal Jaguar.
Very nice.
I like a perfect symmetrical head pattern. It's always nice. Into the wildy pile.
Wildy pile.
3 to go.
Take the middle one, mate. The middle one.
Middle, the big egg.
That's where it is. It's in there.
Caramel granite. Let's go.
Yeah. Stuart Gamble, hi. How are you guys? I somehow put the other night's cutting on. Been a busy day. I thought it a bit weird.
Oopsies. This one's...
You made it the right one then. Chris Fletcher says take the left. So you can do the left one next, Brent.
I
didn't get that right, did I?
That is not caramel granite, Darren. That is definitely not caramel granite. That is, I think, just an albino, maybe.
Is it? Hard to peek from here, anyway.
It's very, very light on the sides. Could be one of the super. No, the head's very solid. So,
Shakito finally made it along. Sorry, mate. So I reckon sure that's not a granite? Oh, yeah.
It could be. It's just the head's very solid for a granite. I don't know, man. The back end of it's very granitey down the back, but it's just the head that puts me off. Looks a little bit A little bit normal albino-ish. Not sure pile.
It's fun when you got the unsure ones. You hatch out the next day and you're like, oh, no, it is this.
Yeah, when you can see more of it. Like already I can see a bit more of the side pattern on that, and it looks more granity, the edge of that.
Yeah.
It's just hard to pick up in the light. When you get the right angle on it, you can see more of that tighter banding patterning.
Yeah, definitely. Penny Gamble's calling Stuart a knob because he was looking at the wrong show.
That's a bit harsh. So what are we doing? Two to go.
Chris said take the left one. So and Sharpie saying take the right. So go left and then your left. Do your left.
This is my left because the camera's backwards. So
yep, that's it. I'm calling it. That's the left one.
All right, Sharpie said right. So the very last one will be your fault, Sharpie. If this does not happen to me, I'll hold you 100% responsible. No. Brett Griffiths asks, are you cutting the clutch tonight, Daz? No, I'm not cutting a clutch tonight. Daz
quite season for me. Still got a few going, but I've got some due, I think. I'm cutting that one off. Is that exciting, Brent?
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, it's caramel, is it?
No, it's albino.
I just saw the head. It's like, oh, is that caramel?
Yeah, it's quite a dark head. I think that's just a normal albino because that's a much more solid, normal albino looking head.
Yeah.
Nice little albino all the same.
Good looking. So it'll be albino 100% het granites.
Yep. Handy snake. Very handy. Yep. That's what the parents are of this thing is. So, I've got a granite escaping over here. Stay in your egg, you fool. That's the one I was trying to escape before. He's decided to do a runner into the sink.
Gee, I'll get it. Into the sink. Down the drain and never to be seen again.
Exactly. I'll just poke him back. Get in.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Snakes.
Yes. Local community. You would have a lovely explosion of wild animals out there. All right. This is it, mate.
All right.
Much pressure. Like if this is not it, then I'm relying on a clutch later on from a 50% POS double head girl.
If this isn't it, the bet goes on the other clutch until you get one.
it just doubles up. We'll just roll it. We'll double it till we win.
Yeah. Come on.
I want to give Darren a bottle. Please be kind. It is not the right colour. Definitely albino.
Well, at least you win a bottle.
It's a bottle.
Yep.
I'd rather be celebrating, but
yeah, a bottle of water is coming your way.
Consolation prize. Not caramel granite, just an albino.
The normal albino, is it?
Yep. Yeah, standard straight up. Just buried his head way down. Still fairly wet, that one. No rush. Let him sit for a little bit.
Yep. Chris Fletcher says, who gets the bottle? Brent gets the bottle. Because like he did with me, I was betting on getting a caramel granite, which is what Brent wants. So he didn't get one, which means he wins the bottle. So he wins either way. So if he got his caramel granite, he would have been stoked, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Then he gets a bottle of caramely coloured liquor.
Yes, well, I'll drink now in my sorrows and cry.
Drown his sorrows in it. Put that in the glass with one of those snakes that didn't survive.
Yes. Oh, not so bad. A clutch though. A couple of wildies, one jag, one granite, possibly three or two albino granites, one albino granite jag, and three albinos. So,
still nice.
Yeah, nice mix. So
that's what's nice about doing those mixed type pairings. You know, you have a bit of variation. Suits everyone's budgets and needs when you're moving them on.
A lot of lacking in caramel. You know, unless that one up the back there, unless this might be a sun glow perhaps. Have to see the head when it's up.
Yeah, once they've kind of come out and had that first shed, it's generally a little bit easier to pick.
Yeah. Yep. There's just not much caramel going on in there. It's disappointing. That's a cracker though. That one, very impressed with that.
I really like when that head was up before. The contrast of the markings in the head looked really nice.
Nice. Oh, well, Caramel Granite, you forced me into proving out a 50% double het girl to make the magic.
Yep. Jared Wilcox. Hey, Jared. Shame you didn't get what you wanted, but nice snakes anyway.
Yep, indeed. Good result. That's the other clutch. This little Granite trying to escape. Stay in there. Granite Jag. A couple of Granite Jags that didn't make it.
What was a tally from all? You got a few albino granites. That's got to be a win.
Yeah, a couple of albino granites in that second clutch. Albino Granite Jag.
Jared Sharp says his pockets are deep full of cash that he wants to give you money because he says more things that would be handy here as in his place, I assume. So
yes.
It's won lotto and he's coming to see you.
Made Powerball not till Thursday night, mate. So that nice clutch. Just disappointing I didn't get the magic one again. But we don't always get what we want, do we, Daz?
Nope. You can only try.
Yes, we can just try again next year. That's how it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yep. Try Blizzard. Unlucky, buddy. Smash it next season. That's the joys of working with these things. It's never a guarantee. The odds are probably decently in your favour too in that clutch.
Fantastic odds in the first clutch. Amazing. That's like almost all granites out of a albino to a granite pairing. So yeah, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you get the luck in the wrong spots. I guess you can't complain though. I'll take the luck where it comes and wait longer for what I want. But we'll see what magic comes from Caramel 50% post double head girl, eh?
Definitely. When's that one due to come?
That's got a little while to go. I think that one was
a bit more baking time.
Yeah, where is she? Bree is her name because she's been here a long time, and Piper named her some years back. 1st of the 10th is when she laid. So
1st of December-ish.
Yeah, that's not too far. 10 days away or so.
Yeah, yep. So, not too far at all.
We'll see if Bree can bring the magic.
Hopefully. You can only hope. Chris Fletcher's got to be in it to win it. That you do. If you don't try.
You do. At least there's hope. So there's still hope. And that's a decent clutch. I think she had 17 eggs, that girl. So it's if she does just prove head granite, that would be fantastic with paired to a granite. Surely that would be enough, but we will see. We still got to get her to prove out. That's what's going to kill me.
How many eggs did you say there was? 17 or something?
17. Yeah.
Yep. At least you got a decent amount of number in there to try to prove it out.
17 and 0 slugs. A fantastic effort after 4 years of trying. So she finally worked it out.
Might be the lucky clutch, mate.
Let's hope so. It's the last chance for this year, and I'd really held off and pushing for exanthic and granite type and ghost type granites this year, thinking I'll do caramel granite this year and save that for next year. But that's how it goes. You shouldn't save, should you, Dad? You should just get it done.
No. I'm kind of kicking. I should have had a bigger crack this season, but Ed wasn't in the right place, so I'll probably be glad, but later down the track I'll be like, I should have done this. But next year's another season, so the wheels will be on full rage at 1,000,000 miles an hour next season. So there'll be plenty of new stuff up to size here as well. We've got going. Some of the world first stuff will be up to size. So
that'll be fun when you've got a lot more of that visual and even visual post head other stuff. That's when it gets more exciting, when the clutches are loaded up a bit more.
Yeah, the ghost pepper, the xanthic peppers are smashing along, eating just on large rats now. So they're coming on great guns and most of those critters. So there's plenty there. So it's them deciding the pairings. You know, once again, I'll be sitting here with the 58,000 pages of spreadsheets, trying to work out what to put with what.
Trying to make it all work, and that's the painful part. You know, I do clutches like I did that one tonight that I don't particularly need anything, but it makes 100% double head stuff, which I just never have enough of. You know, POS head stuff everywhere, but 100% double head stuff, no. So, you know, you got to do a couple of those to work the odds in your favour. So you'll be doing the same. You'll have stuff to prove out, and you know, make sure you're getting the right mails over stuff to get all the questions you can answered with one clutch.
Definitely, yeah. Next season will be there'll hopefully be some good pairings next season, some interesting stuff. So fun times, proving out a lot of the stuff that's growing up. So there's a lot of albinos and pepper posset for each other, sort of thing, all up to size and everything for next season, ready to go. So a Patmos girl, she laid mostly slugs. There's 2 eggs cooking from her. So we'll see what happens. But you know. At least I know tis a girl. it laid eggs, so
that's when you know for sure, isn't it? You know,
it's definitely going to get pumped with food. She was only a small girl; like I actually didn't think she'd go. So, despite me trying to push her along, but yeah. So next season, she'll hopefully she'll go. There's a few other cool stripe ones there and a bit of variation. Sorry,
bit more size on it too, won't hurt.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she laid, wasn't a big clutch. I think it was like 15 or something like that.
Yep.
So, but, you know, when you're not putting the effort into it, results speak for themselves, I think.
Yeah, it can be a timing thing, mate. They don't always get it right themselves either. They're even proven breeders sometimes just get it wrong, rush things through and things aren't ready, and out they come.
Yep, that's it. So, looks good, mate. So I don't know, what do we got coming up next? You got anything coming up soon, or?
I think I've got a little gap now. Funny enough, there's they sort of were pumping there for a second.
Yeah.
That little bunch. The 26 is that triple head clutch, the pepper, albino, and granite. The whole 2 eggs and 13 slugs. That'll be 2 more wild types coming up. Caramel Jag, that's the one we just did. There's not much now. There's a super caramel girl paired to a snow, and then we're on to that caramel POS double head girl. So a little bit of a gap now. It's like there was a little week of the wrong weather where nothing really happened for a week or so.
Yep.
So we'll wait for that one. That's kind of all the granites tend to run early for me. They're always the very early part of the season. So, you know, I tend to get 4 or 5 granite clutches of mixed stuff out early, and then it all changes. Everything swaps ends, and all the zebra stuff comes out later, all the Murray stuff and all the Bradley stuff. It all rolls out a bit later on. And funny enough, all my Antaresia are very late this year, extremely late. So.
Mine too. Speaking of Antaresia, Faye's in the house. Hey, Faye. She said that pygmy stimmies are hatching at the moment.
Ah, very nice.
Pygmy banded stimmies.
Very cool little snakes.
I remember those. I had those. That's it.
Well,
cool little critters.
After?
I think I've got pure albino Darwin clutch coming up soon. I think that's my next one.
Head girl?
It's albino Darwin over a head albino Darwin. So I don't think that's too far away.
That's always a big clutch too, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a couple of slugs in it. It was a decent clutch. A couple of eggs didn't go all the way, but it's still decent sort of clutch. I'm not sure the specific numbers. I think at time of lane it was like 31 or something. But
good clutch to bet on that one. I feel I can win a bottle in that clutch for sure. Yeah,
you bet there's albinos in it, or
they're
easy clutches because we can just bet the old albino versus wild types.
I'm sure last year there was a lot of wild types in those, so I think I'll go albinos this year. I'll be kind to you and say albino for the win.
Yeah, I'll definitely be hanging on to the few of the albinos. I think.
Yeah, a couple of holdbacks.
I normally keep back a few every year, so might be time to do tomorrow. I kept 2 girls back from last season. Had a really nice male, but that got coerced out of me. So
one One that you have to sell occasionally.
Oh, every now and then someone's like, "Oh, I really want a boy." I'm like, "Oh, I don't really want to sell it," but yeah, like, no, I've got a couple of adult boys and stuff, so that's all. It's all good. Katie Gordon, a bit late to the party tonight. Haha, did you crack it, Brent Smith?
I'll cry myself to sleep tonight.
I tried to help him, so
you did. You gave me a bottle, so I'm 1 up. That's a good start.
Yep. Brad Griffiths has just bought my wife a double het T plus marble children's pair to introduce her to breeding. Nice. That makes sense. Very cool. Baby. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, wow, 31. Yep, big clutch. The other girl was 30. How much did I say, Brent? Was it 32 or 33?
It was, low 30.
She slugged out, unfortunately.
Yep.
Tail Travel Pet Transport. Hey, guys. They had marbles and pygmies hatched today. Oh, awesome.
Very cool. That's Ben. G'day, Ben.
Ben, how you going?
Marbles and pygmies. It's all happening. Antaresia explosions. They'll be out of the egg already, I bet. Pip and pew. Gone.
Like my ones. I'm out. I'm free. Yeah. I got a couple of freight jobs coming up. Stuart Bummer Brent, another year in the making. Still cracking clutch.
Cheers, mate.
Definitely. No complaints. And Katie Gordon, same thing next year then.
Or the gods will be kind and give me the posshead girl proves out.
Yes, well, you might be lucky. Yeah, there's still a chance coming.
Still a chance. It's a harder one, but yeah, it's still a chance. I don't give up yet. It's like the Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance?
It's not a no. There's a chance.
I'm still hanging on to that chance.
Yeah, look at the glass half full, not half empty. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So, but it's all fun. The joys. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep.
Corey, crazy how fast this season came around. Telling us. I feel like just finishing everything from last season, and like, I've now got stuff that needs to start coming out of the incubator. No, Brent's screwed.
It's sickening, isn't it? I really enjoyed this off season for some reason. I don't know why. I was just so much more relaxing this year. Cut back feeding to every second week in the hatchie room, so that made a huge difference. So I actually got some stuff done, like on the off weekend. And even Shree said today she cleaned in here, and there's only 2 racks with snakes in it out of 6. One's pulled apart for renos, but she said it's so nice to whip through that room. I was like, don't get comfortable because this one I just filled up rack 1 on this side, so they'll need putting onto normal. Most of them are shed now, so onto normal paper, and the journey begins again. So it's short-lived. Oh, it was nice, but it's just sad it's gone. We're back into work mode now.
Yeah, that's it. It's like you get that winter, and I guess that's why, when we look at that and talk about reptile shows, it's why we always say, towards the, August, September sort of thing is an ideal time, because you kind of, everything that's feeding is doing well. You're in a period of quiet time. I'm sure you might be doing some introductions and stuff, but you can do that and leave them for a few days. It's no drama. Yeah. Whereas you're not in chaos season where you're trying to get everything feeding
done.
Everything is being fed. Your adults, everything. So your cleaning's tenfolded from not clean. Well, not cleaning, but minimal cleaning during winter. Yep. At that time of year, to now cleaning everything nonstop. Like, I know what it's like here, and I can't keep up. It never ends. You can literally, if you go, you just got to go and check everything at least once a day. It's like, no, because nothing will get clean. You just literally have to go around in a cycle and clean these few racks, then those few racks, and 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 and get back to square one and start again, or else you never get part, because you're feeding that much that you'll clean one rack of 20, 30, 40, 50 tubs. The next day, half of those have made a mess. So by the time you get through those again, you don't get anywhere near enough done in the next lot. So, unfortunately,
it's a bad cycle. And I guess you go from, small tubs, kind of easy to handle, easy to quick and easy to clean. And then, like on the weekend, I fed 150, adult size brat, jumbo, large, extra large, jumbo, big stuff. When they poop out, that's a lot of mess. You only pray that it all lands on the paper and you get half a clean one, but quite often they're dragged and smeared everywhere. So it takes
a lot longer to get an adult carpet out of a tub, get into another one, clean the tub, and get it all back together, as opposed to a hatchie.
Yep, heavy water bowls, and it's physical work.
Yeah. I mean, as you can see, I've changed all mine to card system now and have replacement tubs. So I literally take out, swap snake, new tub, water bowl, all the dirty stuff comes out, it's washed, clean, sat. Then I'll just load it with paper and do a swapsy. Tag
straight on the tub and go again.
Yeah, just with little sticky dots, little Velcro sticky dots.
Yeah.
And it's just so much quicker because you've eliminated taking a drawer out, taking a snake out, putting it in this tub, clipping on that lid, taking it, cleaning it, F10ing it, bringing it back, paper in it, putting it in, pulling the snake, taking the lid off, put the snake out. You're literally going drawer out, put on the table, snake, drawer, bait back in, fresh water bowl, and then you can put it aside.
Quicker swap.
Yeah, clean it over. You're only handling that snake once, as opposed to out, in. You're just taking it out, putting it straight into this clean tub. Makes a massive difference. So, but anyway, we've done pretty good, mate. We're just under an hour. I don't know. Got any other questions in here? Hey,
not too bad.
Crazy how fast season. Ben from Tail Travel Pet Transports. If anyone's looking for to freight animals, hit up Ben at Tail Travel Pet Transport. He'll look after you. Does a great job. So he says, "Hi guys, yep, it's 38 degrees here already, so everything rains early in Alice."
Oh wow!
Good old Alice Springs. I spent a few weeks working up there out at Hermansburg, 120 k's westish of Alice Springs. It's funny. It's one time we were working there and actually got rains and we got flooded and couldn't get to work. All the little river crossings overflowed and we couldn't get through.
Every other day it's 40 plus.
Yep, every other day. Yeah. Katie Gordon, hopefully I'll see another Paradox head this time next week. Only 4 eggs in the clutch. Hoping Brent saved me some luck on that one. Oh, good luck, Katie.
I'll pray for you. I'll pray.
Yeah, definitely. You know who to flick pics to. I would love to see it. It's always good. Because I know that feeling from a handful to over 100. It's a big shock. It is. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. It's fun the first couple of times, isn't it, Gaz? This is cool. Look, we're cleaning snakes. And by the 4th time you do it, it's like, geez, I'm sick of cleaning all these tubs. This is very boring.
I normally crank up the disco.
Yes, you need
entertainment. Neighbours haven't complained.
No, definitely. Cherie's talking about doing nights now. She's saying maybe I'm just going to go in at night and do, 7 till 9 at night when it's cooler and, no one's around. I can.
And everything's hungry. Good idea.
Yeah. She reckons they don't kill her. I don't understand. I go in there and I'm feeding. Obviously, the smell of food's in there. I'm using a hook and moving 2 meters back from a tub because nearly die every one I open. Yep. And she just goes in there with a towel and she's picking stuff. I'm like, how are you not dead? Like, she goes, they know me. They know I'm not the food person. It's like, I don't get it. They just want to kill me when they see me.
I'm the same. I've got my old trusty faithfuls hanging over there. So from the front of the racks, the second hook in, my old Jeff Banks special. I've had that for over 20 years. Bought that from Jeff at the Hawkesbury Hut for a whole $5. Mate, it's the best snake I've ever bought. It gets absolutely smashed.
Strong.
For over 20 years, I've been smashing that hook with everything, even from field herping and rescues and stuff. That one went, and the other one on the far right-hand side with the red handle on it, the long one, that was for the more bitey stuff, like the browns and red bellies used to rescue. But, yeah, mate, it's the same. It's hook, draw, food, and hope they don't miss the food and get your hand instead. And I use, like, big barbecue tongs to feed, So the ones I know, I'll, like, stand back inside it, wait till they come out, and then I go in.
Get them on the return trip in.
Like, now that you've stretched yourself out, you can have this one. Yeah,
I don't get it. She gets them out and throws them on the bench. She doesn't even use a tub. So in here she has a little shelf up there. She just throws the hatchies up onto, and they have a playtime while she quickly cleans the tub and puts them back in. The adult, she sits on the bench. I'm like, you should be dead. You know, like I can't sit anything down for 2 seconds or it's trying to tear my leg off.
I can't put anything down because it's off under the racks. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's like wrapping around the wheels and this and between that and climbing in through and wrapping around these things.
Yes, that's the worst. You lose one in the Neverland of rack and they've got everything to grab onto underneath.
Yeah. They put their heads underneath and around the posts. Yeah. It's like, nah.
It's a sin. You learn that trick fast. Keep the heads away from the gaps.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's it. So, where are we, Troy? Water bowl's heavy. Get off the treadmill.
I need to get back on the treadmill.
Yeah. Ben says, trapped in Hermansburg front time. Oh, we were lucky. We were on the right side. We were trapped in Alice. We were travelling from Alice to Hermansburg, building a new big water storage tank out there in the Aboriginal community. But, that was a fun trip. It started off taking well over an hour to get there. It's 120 Ks or something like that. We had it down about 50 minutes.
At speed?
Driving out, it's like, oh, God. Let's go.
I saw some of the videos you sent me. A very exciting drive to work at times. Wow. Do not stop. Hold it flat.
Keep going. The poor Hertz hire car. What's the top speed? You shouldn't go over 120. Yeah, right.
I don't think there's speed limits out there, though, is there?
No, of course not.
No.
Sorry, Corey, for a hot tip, buy a shitload of spare tubs. 100%. It does make life much easier. Yep. Katie Gordon, 7 to 9 turns into 7 to 3 a.m. in no time. I'll just finish this one 4 hours later.
One more rack.
Katie reckons it's a woman thing, I guess. I do the same. Maybe there is some element. I know obviously they recognise smells. Maybe they just, I don't know, always recognise you walking in there with a tub of rodents. But I mean, I always say to everyone when they're buying something, feed at night time, clean during the day. Unfortunately, I don't always have that privilege here when you've got so many to feed. So I feed whenever I can feed. So often that is during the day. So hatchies at night time normally, and the adults, because they eat whenever, they normally get it during the day. So Kim and Gary Chapman, bit of a heat wave last couple of days. Incubator snuck up to 32.2 today. Definitely need aircon room next season. 32.2 is fine as long as it's not a long time.
Short term, 12 hours or less.
Yeah, but definitely having aircon helps you keep things safe. So if it does get hotter, I remember a few years back. Did you go? We had the show at Castle Hill Showground, and it was like a week of like 45 degree something. Plus.
Yeah. That was when you released the peppers. That was the first.
That's right. Yes.
Pepper release, and everyone was dripping that day. That was the most putrid day ever in that old hall at Castle Hill. Yep.
Showground. Yeah, I remember Mark Smith and Peter. They just got up and it was like 38 degrees and whatever ridiculous heat it was in the morning. They just said, "No, it didn't even go. It didn't even turn up."
It was getting to the point I was worried about animal safety. You know, it was that hot, and they said, "Oh, we got the aircon on," and it didn't matter. You know, 2,000 people poured in the room, and the problem went straight to 40 degrees.
The problem they had was the double-doored, say, service entry at one end of the hall. They used for the main entry, whereas if they'd actually used the little carport section at the front where it was double-doored, so you could walk into a foyer version and then walk through doors into the hallway, they'd actually used that. You know, that would have buffered the heat coming in because the door would open and close in that front section, which was also air conditioned, and then it would have kept the hall cooler. Adrian didn't do that, so yes. But anyway,
not cool.
It's all fun and games till you hit a camel, mate. We're working at Nooka, a place called Nooka, which is on the eastern side of the Northern Territory Peninsula, and we had to leave to go back to Darwin. It's about a 5.5 hour drive, so in our right minds, because we're used to getting up at 5 and going early. Oh, we'll just leave early; she'll be right. Guy driving was a bit of a rat bag, unfortunately, and we came around a dirt corner, doing about 130 k's an hour into a paddock of bloody donkeys. It was awfully close. It was awfully close. We didn't hit one. We did devour a kangaroo with the bull bar though, little one. But yeah,
Did you
it was
take
like
out that extra insurance policy on that hire car?
after that, I said you might want to slow down until the sun's actually right up. It was a sunrise. You know, come around. There's about 10 donkeys in the middle of the road. I'm like, oh,
what a mess.
Yes, but anyway. All right. Well, I suppose now we're just dribbling. We should probably end the show. Well, awesome clutches, mate. Well done. Congrats. Didn't get the golden trolled as you want, the caramel granite, but
just a simple caramel granite. Not too much to ask, but
albino granite jags and albino granites and everything else.
Beautiful snakes, just not the beautiful one I want.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway. All right, guys. Well, Brent, when someone's looking to get some of these critters from you, how do they find you?
KHP Reptiles, where they probably saw the ad. Facebook, Brent Smith on Messenger, or website, khpreptiles.com.au. And you, Sir Darren?
Yep, Darren Whitaker on Messenger, or Morelia by Design on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. So if ever you're looking for stuff, always hit us up with a message. We'll always get back to you when we can. Remember, we're both generally pretty busy, but you know, we're always there. And if you ever have questions, by all means, hit us up and we'll help you out as best we can. So until next time, everybody, stay safe, be cool, and we'll see you on the next show. Good night, everyone.
See you guys.